Just to make sure that these merge okay, we can say Hugo. Oh, I'm sorry, Hugo. Control S. It's not quite the same, is it? Hello, everybody. My name is Biffa, and welcome back to Cities Skylines here in the city of TeaVille. Now, today, before we start and getting into doing some cool stuff in our city here, I just wanted to show you a couple of new things that we've got in Traffic Manager. So, for those of you on the stable version, if you want to use these features that I'm going to talk about now, you need to upgrade to the, or change to the labs version. Don't have both versions in your game at the same time. As you switch between one and the other, you need to completely unsubscribe from the version you're not using, otherwise it won't save your settings. But you can switch between them if you follow the instructions on their Steam webpage. It's no problem, you won't lose your settings and all that sort of stuff. So let me show you something now that's been added. We've already seen possibly the death of Hugo. We'll come back to that one in a minute. Let's take a look at this this junction here. Now, you know how we like to have dedicated turning lanes for things. On this junction here, on this side of the road, we have 3 lanes going into the junction. So we've got a dedicated straight on, left and right. If you're coming from this direction, right, straight on and left. Here we don't have dedicated turning lanes, but what we can do, I mean, the traffic's not so bad, so we don't need to upgrade it to 3 lanes each direction, even though we could if we wanted to. It's fine. But we do have the tool down here. So I'm on version 11.4 of labs, and it's completely... What the heck is going on there? That was perfectly fine a minute ago. Let me just restart my game. Okay, fixed it. I think I was moving some other buttons around. I think it messed up with the GUI. But anyway, I've got it fixed. So I just changed. If you want to know how I fix that in case it happens to you, I just came into here and changed the user interface scale a little step, and it fixed it. So back to what we were talking about. We have the change lane arrows option. Now, what we would normally do in a junction like this is control click on the node in the middle once, and it would change the arrows to have dedicated turning lanes for the lanes crossing the traffic. So if we look at this little section over here with the arrows, I think what we're going to end up with, if I control click, I'm trying to guess here, is a straight on and a right, and then we'll get a dedicated left lane. Let's have a look. When the white trucks move out, there's loads of cars now. Pink, there we go. Yes. So we get a dedicated turning lane for the lane that's crossing the traffic. So that makes sense. But I'm holding control still, and I'm going to click again, and the arrows are changing. Ah, we can now cycle through lane changing options. So at the moment, as I'm doing the node in the middle, it's changing these arrows here and these arrows here. These have got enough lanes to be dedicated for all the turns. Let's just pause the game a sec. When there's no cars. There we go. If you look at the arrows there and the arrows here, on control, left clicking, and it's cycling through the options that we have, which is something we didn't have before. You can also do it on the actual node. Not the node, that's the node there, by pressing control. Hold Alt, and it will do this road. You see it selected this one, and it's only going to change these ones now. There we go. So we'll have a dedicated turning lane crossing the traffic. And then if you want to just do this one here, the one crossing the traffic, hold Alt. There we go, and it will just do that one there. So that is fantastic. That is really, really good. So that is going to help even more, giving options. There we go. We've got a dedicated left and right there. Even more giving options in the setting up of your lane arrows. So that is in the 11.4 labs version. That has just been added. Also, if we just left click with no other buttons pressed, this lane arrow changing thing has been made even bigger, so it's easy to see, which is great. So thank you for that, because playing in 4K, it was absolutely tiny. People were struggling to see it, but that is sorted. So the other thing, the death of Hugo. Apparently, that's what people are calling it, because if we come over here... So we use our lane connectors. Let's just click that and press delete, and it will get rid of it. And we've seen before how if you click in a node, press, it's now control S. Used to be shift S, it's now control S. It will automatically connect them up. But where it used to be a problem was on junctions like, if I grab a 2-lane road, upgrade that there. Okay. So we've got 3 lanes here, 2 lanes and 2 lanes. So if we tried to do the lane connectors in there, it wouldn't have worked before. It would have just not done it because, yeah, it just doesn't add up. And we would have to do it automatically. Hugo there, Hugo there. Maybe we'll say that one goes there as well. Hugo there, Hugo there. Okay, that's just an example. Okay, let's delete that. So Hugo is being furloughed at the moment because now with the change that we've got, if we do Control S, there we go. Look at that. It's automatically worked out an option. If we do Control S again, I thought it would cycle through some options. Hang on, what does it say on here? No, hang on a minute. Yeah, I'm just wondering whether that's been removed in this version for some reason, but you were able to cycle through the different options. So this would connect up that blue lane to there and there, but then you'd cycle through it and maybe it would have the blue just connected to there, and this time it would be the green connected to 2 lanes. That was, auto-save, quit sip of tea. But anyway, I know the guys that are working on Traffic Manager doing a fantastic job anyway, and they just keep adding all these new things, which are just brilliant. So maybe that will make a reappearance a bit later on, we shall see. But well done, I'm really enjoying these new updates. So whether Hugo's going to return or not, I don't know, we will have to see. Last episode, we made a green square down here. Whoa, hello, we're still there. Yeah, we made this little green square down here, which is... everybody loved it. People were saying in the comments, it really reminded them of places where they live. Oh, this is just like where I live. And they were putting place names in the comments. Everyone was saying it looked really good. I really liked it as well, living here underneath. Someone did mention what you need under here to make use of underneath the highway. A small little football field. Like a stadium, no. Small little soccer or football field. What's this one here? Oh, do you know what? I haven't got a small little football little football court. It's almost like I've never played football before. A small little football pitch. But what I do have is small little tennis. Look at this. So underneath here, I'm going to put in... oh, they look quite nice, don't they? 4 of these for the local people to come and play a little bit of tennis. They're liking those. There we go. In the dark. Underneath. I think that looks really nice. Anyway, so yeah, we built all this and we had the lungs of the city and that went really well. I'd like to expand some more again because what have we got at the minute? 75,000 population. It's sort of ebbing and flowing a bit. We also have this little connection here. People were saying, why don't we connect up to that? That would be a good idea because then they could get onto the highway. By the way, my highway connections at either side of my metropolitan airport, I changed those. Oh yeah, that one goes under there, yeah, because they were both going the same way. Now they can go in both directions. Could we run a little teeny tiny road up here? We're going to have to get rid of this cul-de-sac is going to have to go. I'm sorry for the people that live there. There we go. And this road's going to come up here. There we go. So we've now got a little mountain path that goes up through the trees here. There we go. Wiggles around and connects up to this highway roundabout, which will then take them to the airport or get them quickly onto the highway, which is good. So we'll add that. I also... oh, it's done it again. I also need to change... oh, that's okay. I also need to change this junction over here. Where is it? To add a bit of lane mathematics on it. It's getting busier. Sometimes I see a couple of tailbacks on here. But, yeah. Again, if you're... let's put that back to normal. If you're playing on console or vanilla, you can do this yourselves. You may have seen this before. 3 lanes, 1 coming off. This needs to go down to 2. So we'll put that all the way along there. Then another 1 goes off. So then we could put that down to 1. And that will work out well because this here, 2 lanes into 1, that shouldn't be like that. That should be 2 lanes into 2. And then we've got the 2 and the 1 go back to 3 again. So that works out really well. And then going along there, just to make sure that these merge okay, we can say Hugo. Oh, I'm sorry, Hugo. Control S. It's not quite the same, is it? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to name this the Hugo effect. Let's rename the lane connector in honor of Hugo, the Hugo effect. And we all know what that means, where the lanes go in like that, nicely merging. So now everybody's got dedicated turning lanes and it will all work out okay. And then I just need to go through the rest of this junction and do it on this road through here, and the other 2 roads going the other way. So let me just do that. Going the other direction, I'm just wondering, because here it splits off 1 lane into 2. So technically that should be 2 lanes like that, which means this should be 4 lanes. So then we could split from 4 into 2 and 2. Which should be okay. So we could just add a little segment beforehand to give you the extra couple of turning lanes. Yeah, I think we'll do it like that. Yeah, and that works out well at the other end, because we've got 1 lane and 1 lane, then going into 2, and we've got the 2 and 2, which can then go back into 4 again. So we'll add a couple of segments of 4, and then they can merge back into 3 lanes again. And then all we need is to apply the Hugo effect. There we go. Hugo there. Hugo there. Ah, now we're going to get 2 lanes and 2 lanes. I forgot to add the 4th lane on. There we go. That was my bad. So there we go. We'll add a 4th lane on. Let's take a look at the Hugo effect. That node there. Excellent. Yep, that worked really well. So I need to apply that to all the different merging points. Hugo effect. Hugo there. Hugo there. Hugo there. Just notice in the middle here, they're not taking 1 lane each. So we're also going to do a Hugo there, there, to make sure that they're doing the right thing. And here as well. Come on now. Come on now. Use your brain, fellas. There we go. So we should not have any merging problems at all with this junction. That should all work out pretty good. So as we expand in our city, the increase in traffic isn't going to give us any issues. Good, good. Okay, so here we are back over in our sporty village area, and I'd like to build this up a little bit. We put a few things in, but there's certainly plenty of gaps and room for growth. The first thing I'd like to do is to use this little bit of space over here. I'm going to delete all of these trees. First of all, I know I could do it with the move it mod, but sometimes just making a really loud noise over my speaking, there we go, is a fun thing to do. I would like to get unique building. There we go. And if I spell aviation correctly, and that, oh, that will just fit in there perfectly. Let's just pop that down and have a look, and then we'll see whether we want to move it around or not. Oh, that is brilliant. That comes straight off the road. There, you can park up your car and you can jump in and hire your own plane to fly. Oh, that just looks brilliant, doesn't it? Is there anything in the way this way? Nah, you'd get in over those trees, no problem at all. Oh, look at that. And here we go. We have our first visitor flying his own plane. Oh, look at that. Over the city. Let's follow this person and see where they go. There we go. Who is it? Doesn't say. I was wondering if it was going to give us a name. What a place to view. I mean, you could fly over, watch all the sporting events, see TeaVille in the background, and you're far enough away from the helicopters down below and the main airport, which is up over here. Fantastic. Yeah, when I said he was staying away from the airport, you're far enough away from the airport. We seem to be getting a little bit close. No, he's decided against it. He's going to low fly the low fly over the highway instead. Okay, so now we've got that as an option in our city. That is hopefully going to bring in a little bit of income as well. It'll be interesting to see how many tourists we get. But what else could we add into here? I would like to add, let's just take a look at what we've got so far. Yeah, I'd like to add some commercial stuff that's all about the leisure and exciting things like that. Let's take a look. This little area over here could be ripe for that. We've probably got some space that we can utilise in here. Let's see. Do we have some cool little walking roads that we could add in? Yes, we do. Zonable pedestrian boardwalk. Tiny road. Fantastic. That is what I want. Let's maybe take this one here. Yeah, that'll be good. And let's zone something in here. So what my thinking is this is an area people can walk around. Let's just finish this path over there. There we go. But also, let's just grab our zoning tool. We've got the Holly District here. Oh, is that already set for what I'm looking for? I think it might be. Let's grab this one here. So that's tourism speciality. I actually want this one to be leisure in this little section here. So, yeah, let's just change that. There we go. So now we have Broad Park, and I'm going to turn this one to leisure specialization. Excellent. And we're going to add in some big buildings into here and see what sort of response we get. Okay, so we've got some cool things popping up here. Fantastic. What have we got down there? We've got a gym, flexi gym, burned beans coffee, and of course these are walking paths, so people can walk down these as well. We're not going to get filled with lots of cars driving through there. Very good, very good. We definitely need to add some trees and things in there as well. And I was just thinking around this stadium, this area here could really just be a really nice looking park, couldn't it? Definitely. I think we're going to do that as well. So let's zone in here. I'm just wondering, you know, whether we could have this completely separate from everything else and make the only way to get in through a park. I bet we could do that because there's so many people coming to visit this place. Does it actually tell us anywhere how many people? Visitors, there we go. 560. So I think if we delete that and attach it here, is that going to work? And then we'll be getting all the money. And then we can do the same over here. We've got this path that goes around in the big loop, if you remember. It goes underneath the highway and it connects over this side. So people will also use this for getting in and out. Not in park area, of course. Yes, let's do that. For getting in and out of... yeah, this stadium here. Let's draw this park in. I'm hoping that's going to be okay and that's going to work without anybody going around the outside. Look, they're going in. They're going in. I think they're ever so slightly going through, and they're going in here as well. Look at that. Sunnyside Park. What is the name of this here? The AFL Stadium. Well, let's rename this then. So this is going to be the Sunnyside Stadium. There we go. In Sunnyside Park. That fits well. And then we're going to whack this up really high to make a ton of money, hopefully. But we can also beautify this as well and make this look a bit nicer. Oh, we've got another entrance over here. They're sneaking through. Let's sort that out. Oh, I was hoping I could upgrade these paths to the nice new paths, but I think I'm going to have to draw them all in again, which is slightly annoying. Oh, man, there's so many people coming in to this now. So every time we have a match... oh, there is actually a match going on at the moment. We have 930 visitors. Does that mean that... where's the total visitors until next level? Visitors this week, 84. Why isn't it counting all of those visitors? I've got a slight feeling that they're dodging the gate down here. I'm going to move that back a bit. I'm just going to check there's no other way in. Oh, of course, a lot of them might have come in through this gate before we fixed it, mightn't they? I think that is the only way to get in. Yeah, so next time we have a match... we are going to get so many visitors and make... oh, we've already made 1,600. Wow, that is absolutely brilliant. Oh, the park just upgraded. I think we've got a ton of people coming in here now. I'm just putting some fencing down to stop people coming in and out. We are on a level 2. Fantastic. Let's keep that going. Okay, there we go. That is Sunnyside Park. We've definitely got enough entertainment to get this up to level 5. I don't know the exact figures, but our entertainment is 1,186, so no problem at all. It's just a case of getting all the visitors here, and I think that's going to work really well. But what do you reckon? I think this turned out really nice. I wasn't planning on filling this whole thing in, but we've got like a nice children's park area here at the back where they can come and enjoy their trampolining, as you can see there. We've got nice rocks and trees, so it looks really cool from the motorway. And yeah, I really like it. A couple of gazebos at the back there, some other park related items dotted around, and when the games are on, we are getting so many visitors. I'm pretty sure this is going to make us tons and tons of money. Now, our other little shops and things we popped down over here, they're really struggling for workers. So I think the very next thing that we're going to need to do is we are going to have to build up a new area with a load of people. I'd like to expand down here, lower residential. I think we're going to pop that in that area there, and maybe some more across this little area here, but that is going to be next time. So if you enjoyed this one, don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss out, and leave a like as well. That is always greatly appreciated, and thank you very, very much for watching. I'll see you all soon. Take care. Bye-bye.